Welcome back to Excel with NS. Please like, share, and follow Techie Train on all social media platforms. Let's get right into it. On this series, we are still dwelling on Excel text functions, and we'll be answering various questions using various datasets to get proficient with the text functions. Let's get right into that. So this will be our dataset for these questions. We'll be answering these 6 questions using that dataset. Now let's go in. The first question is extract the invoice number from B2 before the first slash. So we have to extract the invoice number, which is this, from before the first slash. So this is our invoice number. To extract that, we will use the left function. Let's call here we will use the left function. Since we are looking for invoice number, the left function will start from beginning and count to the end, but we only want this slash, and we only want from here to this 09. We don't need this slash. So left, we'll call the place, the cell we want to work on, that is B2. Call our range, our text, anything you want to call it, but we'll call where we want to edit, which is B2. Then the number, instead of number of characters, we put our find function. This find function is where to stop, and we want it to stop at the slash. So find the slash and stop there in B2. Then close our bracket. Then subtract 1. The reason why we are subtracting 1, okay, let's run this without subtracting 1. As you can see, we have this slash here, because to start from here, count, and the find, this find said where this slash is, stop. That's exactly what it's saying, and Excel will stop on the slash directly. So we don't need this slash here. To remove that, we use the -1. The -1 is to subtract characters, and characters are subtracted from the right, and so we don't have our slash anymore. So this is basically saying on cell B2, find the slash on, start from, from the left, count from the left, from the beginning on cell B2, that is, start from here, count to the end, but find slash B2. So when it counts from here to the end, to this 0.09, the slash, it will stop there, and -1 is to remove that slash and give it to us. Now for the second question, extract customer's name from middle text. So we are removing customer's name from B3, middle text. So the middle text B3, which is Mary. So to extract customer's name, we use the middle function. Let's call here customer's name. So we have to extract this middle name on B3, and that will be Mary. So we are using the middle function because it's the middle characters that we need. So first we specify the cell, which is B3. That's our cell that we're working on, and then we'll find. So mid will be like, it will start from middle and count, but where and what is it counting? So start from the slash, give it to us, that is B3. Then plus 1. Then after the plus 1, what that means is that start from after the first slash. You should find this first slash, then start after it. Now we've gotten Mary. Then the next one will be to find the second dash, the second slash under that B2 or B3, and then not just find it, but find it after. That is to count, find it after the find So what this is saying is find this first slash, start from there, then find the second slash after the first slash, and then find the third slash. Then find the third slash on the B3. Then on that third slash, once you found the third slash, start from the first character, end on the first character before it. That's what that minus 1 is saying. Subtract the character there and start the character, give us what came before it. Then we cover everything. Let me correct this. So what that is basically saying is find this first slash, then start from after the first slash, find the second slash after the first slash, then find the third slash and subtract 1 from it and start from there. And there we have our Mary. Complicated, yes, but as we keep going on, we'll get more proficient with it. Now the last question is saying convert the customer name in C2 to proper case. So the customer's name in C2, convert it to proper case. To use the proper case, we use the proper function to convert it to proper case. Then open our bracket, put our text, which is C2. I keep forgetting that. And we have it in proper case. Remember, proper case is first letter capital, all the other small letter. So all the letters in a word, the first one, all the words in a sentence, the first letter will be capital letter if you are putting them on proper case. The next question will be small letter if you are putting them on lower case. And that is basically, we've answered all 3 questions for this particular data set. In the next video, we'll be answering the remaining 3 questions pertaining to this data set. See you in the next video. NS out.